Hi, I'm Greg Poljasic, stuntman scientist. We're going to be talking about practical stage effects, blood, guts, gore, things you can make at home with ingredients you can buy at any grocery store. These effects are great for your cosplay, zombie movie, vampire movie, or any theatrical production that needs special effects. So come inside and let's make some blood you can eat. I'm joined by my assistants, John and Jack, and we're going to get into this blood that you can put in your mouth and you can eat, and it's delicious. Now, why would you want to have a blood that you can eat?
Like a vampire, you just be like...
Right, exactly. If you're a vampire, you can go ahead and bite it. You don't have to worry about it getting in your mouth. You talked about a soap blood. If you make a soapy blood, you can't get that in your mouth. You can't swallow that, and you can't get that on your face and your eyes, right? So this is a good alternative to that. The one downside is that you will get some stains with this, right? And mostly it'll be a chocolate stain, because we'll talk about it as we make of how much dye we add to it, but it will leave a chocolate stain behind on your clothes and a light color stain. It's okay for your skin though, because the chocolate's going to carry a lot of that away. So the ingredients here are corn syrup, chocolate syrup, and dye. Now the dye, you can make whatever color you want for whatever creatures you want, whatever type of blood you want. These are the colors you use and mix and match to your heart's content. So all we're going to do is just take this, pour out to that first line in your bowl. So pour out to the first line in your bowl, and then that'll be your amount. It doesn't have to be totally perfect, but this is a way you can use it and replicate how much dye and how much blood you're going to use and make for your project. And then pass it on to John, and he can pour his. You'll pour it down to the next line, and that's going to be yours in the bowl, and the rest will be mine. So again, we're talking about different colors, and we can make and use whatever colors we want. What we're going to do first, though, to darken it up, the dish soap blood is a little bit more translucent, and using this blood, this corn syrup on its own is clear, it's translucent, you can see through it. So we want to darken it up a little bit. We want to find a way to make the light stop moving through it and find a way to get it to bounce back to our eye. So that's where the chocolate syrup comes in. It's a nice way to darken the blood, give it a nice dark color, but it's mainly the same ingredient as corn syrup. So I put in just a tablespoon of chocolate. So you pour that in there. You make your blood nice and delicious. Go ahead, yeah, stir that up once you get it in there. And once you have that nice and stirred, then you can start adding your color. So we have the chocolate in there. I'm going to add a couple of drops of red. I'm going to add 5 drops of red. And I mix it in with my chocolate syrup. So it doesn't really matter what order you mix it in. You can put it all in together and then just mix it. And you want it just to go and mix around together. So you see how that's starting to come together. It has a nice little darkness to it. And it's starting to have this redness. So it's not quite as red as I want. It's still a dark little chocolatey. So I can add a little bit more. And I saw that 5 wasn't really doing it. 5 drops. Maybe I'll add 10 this next time to see if I want a little bit more color. So that's my choice. I'm going to try to do that to see if I can get a little bit brighter. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How's your guys'? Oh, that's nice. That's a nice green-yellow color. That's pretty cool. What do you have going on over there? It looks a little brownish, a little nasty. What kind of animals are you guys making? What kind of creatures are you bleeding?
Like a werewolf kind of thing, I guess.
Nice, cool, werewolves. Terrifying, very terrifying. What are you making?
I'm trying to kind of doing like a hybrid of a human and like goblin.
Oh,
so I'm adding
sweet.
red and...
Sweet. Nice, human goblin hybrid. All right, here's mine. This is nice and red. So I want to darken this a little bit. Now the temptation is to put blue in it. You could put blue in it, but you want to put a very, very tiny amount of blue, because red and blue makes what color?
Purple.
Purple. And once you make purple, it is not going back from being purple. It's just going to be stuck being purple. But you can shortcut that by making green. What's in green?
Yellow and blue.
Yellow and blue. So there's a little bit of blue in there. So, right? So the yellow makes a brownish color. Green gives that little bit of purplish tinge without turning it purple. It's still strong, so you want to add 1 drop and just see what that does to the color and to see if that's enough. All right? So you add that and it starts to darken it up a little bit. There, that's what I want. Just to get that little dark color. So that's that little secret, right? Green is better than blue because it has blue in it, but it's not overpowering. All right, there we go. That's the darker color that I want. So why don't you guys tip your bowls and show what color you have. Drip it off your spoon, show how it moves. Yeah, look at that. That's gross. So a little side fun fact, the movie Psycho was black and white, so all they used was chocolate syrup. They just took the chocolate syrup and they poured it down the drain and they made a nice looking blood color, right? So you guys remember, do you have ever seen that movie? You guys haven't seen that movie, right? Remember that little knife thing? Yeah. So we have our colors. All right, we have our blood, we're bleeding. We have a werewolf blood, we have a hybrid human goblin blood, and we have mine, just the boring dark blood. It had a little oxygen in it, it got boring, right? So we put our fingers in it. This is safe for our skin. But as you see, as you spread it out, it starts to get translucent again. It starts to get clear. So the only way this works is if it's in a nice pool, right? If this blood is pooled up, it looks really good. But if it starts to spread out and smear, it doesn't look good anymore. The light starts to come off of it and it looks clear again. But put your color in, get a nice little blob of it in your hand. A nice little goop of it right there on your hand. That's starting to look good. Right, there we go. Now the best part about it, we made it to do what? What did we made it to eat it, right? We made it just to eat it. Now go ahead and take a taste.
So
Oh yeah, that's all. This is my lunch. This is what I'm gonna eat. It's just chocolate. It's just sugar. It's just pure, processed, beautiful sugar. Oh, it's so good. How does yours taste?
Pretty good. Awesome.
Yeah.
It looks like chocolate syrup.
It looks like chocolate syrup. How does yours taste?
Fine.
Good. All right, there's chocolate. That's blood right there. It'll stain your costume. It'll give you a chocolate stain, a light color stain, but it's safe for your skin. It's safe for your mouth, and it tastes so, so delicious. There's a nice little chocolate blood. Good job, guys.